Hey everyone, and the whole like one person who watches me. Um, Today I am actually going to just put up a quick little rant that's been bothering me for the past I don't know how long. Um, it's about there are a couple things. The first thing is just judgment, people judging other people, and things to that nature. And the second's going to be something that happened this weekend that really pissed me off, and I'm not going to mention names, but I'm going to tell a story. So, yeah. Alright, first thing, judgment and responsibility. Um, no, just judgment and responsibility after. Judgment. I really am fed up with having to deal with people who purposely go out of their way to find and insult another individual. I mean, I've watched video blogs about it continuously, and I've actually dealt with it myself. It's one of my pet peeves. There's so many different ways one person can handle a disagreement. There's, the verbal approach where you show respect and a sense of understanding towards the other individual. That's my favorite approach because it lets you negotiate the opinion and formulate your own, which I really think helps us build stronger values. And then there's the second approach, which is the whole verbally bashing. Like, oh my god. Let's take this for example. I'm bisexual. Not many people in my family know that because I'm Hispanic, which many of you may know. Hispanic, Catholic, bisexual, sexuality in general should just not be mentioned. I don't tell people for a couple reasons. One, I don't trust a lot of people, but yet I tell the whole YouTube community. This is to prove a point, though. And two, I don't like having to deal with the hatred behind it that I just can't seem to understand. I mean, I can visualize and I can generate why they have their opinion the way they have them, but what I can't understand is the continuous bashing of the homosexual community because of a small disagreement in orientation. I mean, how does this individual, this person who's bashing me, for example, have a say over whom I feel the way I feel for? When is it ever okay for them to say you're not allowed to have feelings for this person? I don't think that that's right. Chris Crocker actually mentioned in a video about his boyfriend. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the way he took, the approach he took into solving the situation, but I do agree with him. Parents and family shouldn't have a say over who you love or who you feel passionate about or for. Yeah, their opinion matters, but it shouldn't be overbearing because they're not necessarily the individuals who will have to be, with this person for as long as you so choose to be with them. If they make you happy, and if they're not like physically hurting you, and if they're not emotionally hurting you, why shouldn't you be with them? Alright, well, that was my first point, and it also goes into homosexuality, how it's not necessarily a choice, it's how you feel, and you can't stop how you feel for another individual. It's just not kosher. Alright, my second rant. This actually happened this weekend. My bro got into a little bit of an issue over this girl whom I happen to believe to be very loose in her contact with other individuals of the male persuasion. And my brother knows about this, yet he keeps taking her back, which kind of bothers me because it shows that there's no respect in that relationship, and it's kind of conceited and an insecure love, as my dad would put it. But he called her this weekend, told her that he got stabbed, so she would show sympathy and come get him, or go be with him. But throughout the food chain, my dad finds out, tells me. I'm freaking out because there's a possibility that a stabbing could have occurred because of the situation he's in at the moment, which I'm not at liberty to go into, at least in a public sense. And I don't see how or why someone would be like, hey, I got stabbed, I'm in the hospital, I'd appreciate it if you come visit me. Him not being in the hospital, firstly, and secondly, the fact that he knows this individual is going to come tell us because My brother isn't my full blood brother. He's my half brother through my dad's first marriage. So, I mean, if you guys want to comment on that, how I should feel, I've lost respect for my brother, and I hate saying it because he's one of the few people who's always been there for me. But to do something like that, knowing it was going to get back to dad, I mean, that's showing such a lack of respect and consideration for your family. And all my dad's side of the family, we are based on our family. Our family is our strength. Our family is what we thrive off of. Alright. Oh, and so some of you guys are, okay, well that's my little rant, but little side note. I'm wearing black lipstick. I don't do this often, ever. I just thought about going in a little freaky look to see how many of you guys were going to go, oh my god, is she emo? Goth, maybe? Because I am Wiccan, but I'm not emo, I'm not gothic. I actually like the black lipstick when I do color on the inside, which you can't really see, but there's brown on the inside, because the black accentuates the color when the video is much nicer than this. Anyway, I like shadows and shade. I'm an artist for the least part. So, that's my rant of the day. I'll probably be posting blogs on and off about stories I'm going to be coming up with. Yay! I'm writing a novel called Scepter, so you guys might be hearing about it soon. Oh, and this that I'm playing with, I got yesterday. Went to Universal Studios with my mom and my dad for their anniversary, which was on Sunday. It's the Eye of Ra, based at the Temple of Horus, so it's a protective amulet that I've been wearing for a while. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if whoever watches this leaves a comment or two, maybe giving me some advice, because I don't know what to do about my brother's situation. He's putting himself in all of these places that he doesn't need to be in, and it's really hurting the family. None of us like his girlfriend because of how loose she is and how inconsiderate she is towards my brother. So none of us want to help him, because not only that, she tends to use certain substances that are not necessarily legal in this country, as well as, I don't know, she starts unnecessary arguments because of the insecurity she has in the relationship with my brother, which he also does, so I can't really fully blame her for that. I need some advice, and if you guys want to help, I totally would be willing to listen in and maybe comment back. So, hope you guys watched, hope you enjoyed my little rant, which most of you probably didn't. Hope some of you agree. If you don't, that's fine. You have your right to your own opinion. Yeah, so comments if you'd like. If not, c'est la vie. Well, ciao!